Hello everyone, welcome to another hotel review. This week we are at the Hyatt Regency in downtown Albuquerque, New Mexico on Tijeras Boulevard. This is a 20-story property with, I believe, 395 rooms. We are in a standard room with two double beds on the 17th floor. Alright, so let's say we check out the entryway and the bathroom first. So if you were to enter the door there, on your left would be in the entryway a side table with a ice bucket and a nice mirror with a light fixture. And on your immediate right would be the bathroom, and just past that would be the closet, which we'll check out in a moment. But let's first inspect the bathroom. So it appears that we have sort of a combination shower and tub, plenty of towels. Looks a bit antiquated. In fact, there's a sort of maybe 90s era looking knob here that controls the temperature and water flow. Looks like we have Kennett MD bath amenities, which is probably standard for Hyatt Regencies. Then we have a single sink with mirror, no vanity mirror. Looks like there's a slight leak coming from this fixture here, and we have a couple of bottles of what look to be complimentary, because it doesn't say otherwise, Aquafina purified water. And then no bathrobe, but some hand towels and the toilet. Well, let's exit the bathroom and head for the closet. Alright, let's take a look at the closet. It appears we have a mirror on the interior of the left door, which is a nice feature. And we also have many of the amenities that perhaps one would come to expect in a full-service hotel. A couple of supplementary pillows sealed up, hair dryer, iron and ironing board, plenty of rack space, and free hangers of various types, laundry service, and a place to store your luggage. One thing, however, that I would point out is conspicuously missing, and that is a safe for your valuables. From what I read in the guest services guide, some rooms have safes and some do not. But this is a relatively nice room on a high floor, so I'm surprised that it is lacking one. Alright, now for the bedroom and living space. Perhaps we can start with the beds themselves. Nice crisp linen. I would say that the mattress is on the firm side, but seems pretty comfortable. 3 pillows on each bed. Some nice artwork, matching artwork of slightly different color behind the head of each bed. Looks like you can have breakfast pre-ordered for the morning, and then we have a nightstand in the middle with 2 drawers. The bottom one doesn't open, but the top one reveals a Gideon Bible. And then we have a guest services guide, stationery, and a pen. An iHome branded alarm clock, which must be pretty old because it has a dock for an iPod, and then a cable mini dock that has 2 electrical outlets and two plugs for your USB. And at the front of the room, of course, we have our LCD television atop a chest of drawers, and then the sort of office desk setup. Let's take a look at that first. One of the things that immediately calls one's attention is the desk chair, which is frankly unlike one I'd seen in a hotel previously. This looks more like something you would find in an office. Looks like it has ergonomic elbow rest, perhaps has some adjustable elements, back support, padding on the seat. So that's fairly nice. You have a very nice lamp with two electrical outlets and some literature, a magazine dealing with hotels and resorts in New Mexico, and then the Guest Life Guide to New Mexico. And there is a restaurant at the ground level just off the lobby called 4K, and it appears that they also offer room service. So looks like there's some New Mexico themed dishes. Looks like some of the pizzas have green and red chili on them. You can get enchiladas. There's an Albuquerque turkey sandwich that has green chili, and looks like there are actually some New Mexico wines on the menu as well. And of course, for breakfast, they have New Mexico specialties like pozole and chili relleno in the form of an omelet. So kind of a nice regional menu. And of course, the telephone, and again, we're in room 1716. The television is definitely of acceptable size and quality, and it sits up relatively high without being too high, and plenty of drawer space, which I fully utilized. And then finally, towards the window there, we're on the 17th floor. We should have a fairly good view, which we'll examine in a moment. But right now we have the blackout curtains covering the windows, and we'll just take a look briefly here at the sitting area with the nice floor lamp, as well as a Keurig with Starbucks brand K-Cups and tea as well. All right, let's take a look at the view here. I mentioned earlier, this is a 20-story property. This is actually the second tallest building in all of New Mexico. It basically is, for all intents and purposes, the skyline. So we have a very nice view, because we're up so high, of the desert and the forest that surrounds the city. And I mentioned that this is the second tallest building in New Mexico. Well, the tallest building is this one off to the left here. It's part of the same complex called, I believe it's called Albuquerque Plaza, but this just next door, the twin tower to this one is 22 stories, making it by 2 stories the tallest building in Albuquerque. Well, I think that's all that I have to cover. Once again, thank you for joining me on another hotel tour. We'll talk to you next trip.